Hello and welcome to Riptide in Sandusky, Ohio. It has been a long time coming.
It has.
16, 18 months or so. And we're going to come at you with singles. I know people have been foaming at the mouth for this.
Yeah, we didn't get any taste of singles aside from Aiden's stage rule yesterday, which was a nice little preview, but I'm excited to see the real deal here today.
Absolutely. And, you know, after that long of a time, you would think like, oh, this is going to be kind of like a crapshoot, but these 18 months weren't wasted at all. These 18 months, people have been uncle punching. They have been slipping all over. It is, they're going to be ready to go.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be really exciting to see, you know, some new faces from that age, as well as, you know, some familiar faces that we've come to know and love.
For sure. I'm really curious to see who can kind of take this opportunity to put themselves on the map after this year and a half where a lot of people, as you said, have really been grinding their minds off. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how much time people have been able to put in, mainly because of the advent of rollback. Once again, shout outs to Fizzy. Just kind of allows people to get good practice from the comfort of their own homes whenever they want. So that plus the training tools available like Uncle Punch is it's really advancing the meta faster than we've ever seen before.
Right now is the time to be in Melee. There is no better time than now.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see how that plays out for a lot of these competitors who are looking once again to make a name for themselves here after this year and a half of kind of silent grinding. I mean, there's been online events, but understandably, people don't put too much stock in online events.
Right, because, I mean, online events, they're all right, you know, I mean, it's what we have to do, but all of that work and all of that grinding is for this, to show up at 10 a.m. and, you know, you're hungover and you'll learn real quick that you need to kind of whip yourself into shape here and get going.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's certainly like an IRL element here, as I think we're getting into game one. Or is this,
it might be a hand warmer. Remember these?
Hand warmers. Forgot about these.
Random thought I'm going to put out there in this world of us being able to do whatever we want in Melee. There should be a dedicated hand warmer stage.
Ooh.
Don't you think? So we always know. Anyway, we'll think about that later. But
well, I think people want to like try to play on the stage that they're going to play on in the first game or whatever, just to, you know, hand warm specifically to that stage. But I agree with you. Like, if it was always like, okay, greens, this is a hand warmer. Like, or
like, I mean, we have the power, chilling. We could create it.
Oh,
I mean, with everything you want. If you want Battlefield ledges on one side,
it's just like
and
half of
FD
Battlefield, half of Yoshi's, half of Stadium,
Wouldn't
all
that
just
be
in a row.
Yeah. If you want to practice wave dashing on Randall, go ahead. Yeah. But yeah, we got our first match of the day. Tanooki 6-pass.
Indeed.
6-pass the Link. Link's a fun character.
Yeah.
Definitely an actual low tier. Like his weaknesses show up, but I mean, some Link players make it really seem like he's in that Samus, Pikachu, Yoshi area.
Yeah. I mean, the good Links definitely make him seem really solid. Aklo comes to mind, especially lately, doing some work with Link, especially during the online era. But it's way harder than it looks.
Oh yeah,
it's a tough character to do well with. And we'll see what 6-pass can do. Looks like 6-pass is from Chicago.
Oh, yeah. So, some Midwest in here. We love the Midwest. He'll tell you about the corn and the flats. And the
yeah, I feel like Tanooki's also Midwest.
He ain't playing Midwest. This is some aggression from somewhere else.
Yeah, it's too much activity for the Midwest.
This guy is from a different country. And he's mad that, like, getting to the States was that hard. And he's taking it out on 6-pass. But this is a good spot.
Oh, I like that. Okay, another one.
Right. Interesting to say now that he's used that double up B, or now 3 times, and it hit. His you know, the recovery, the up throw bomb, up B into it. Now he can't do that. You cannot, You cannot do that if your up B is stale at all.
Oh.
So it's off the table.
That's actually crazy. I did not know that.
That's
an important fact for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, you need every trick you can if you're Link.
Right.
It looks like he's pretty up B heavy, so I mean, he probably knows that's just not going to be an option.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to links that, you know, like Battlefield. You know, like, I remember, you know, back in the day, it was like, man, this is probably really bad for Link. It is very hard to hit that little spot to recover with your Zair, which you need. You absolutely can't not Zair as a recovery mix-up.
Right.
So, shoutouts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of Samus players also like the stage, even though they have that grapple recovery. It takes some precision, but once you're used to it, it's not too bad. Okay.
That's an interesting one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a tough spot to be in, but we've seen it done.
Okay.
Let's talk about what Tanooki is doing correct here. You know what I mean? He's got safe aggression. It looks like his spacing is on point.
Okay.
He had no problem dealing with that projectile right there.
Right. Oh, really unfortunate. And yeah, Battlefield definitely not working out great there for Six Paths. But yeah, Tanooki just kind of playing the matchup how it's supposed to be played. As long as you can kind of outspace Link and wait out the opportunities that he's trying to create, then you're a lot faster of a character. Have a pretty easy time, generally speaking.
All right, so we'll take it to FD.
Yeah, FD, interesting pick from Link's perspective. This is probably like a personal preference type thing, more so than the character matchup.
So the first thing that comes to mind, FD, in like matchups like this is like, all right, I have all this area above me, and I like to keep characters like that. Obviously, that's why it's strong for Marth versus Fox or something like that. Link has a very good up air. I mean, if you can catch them in that kind of area where they don't have a jump, you really actually can keep them up there.
Yeah, he can juggle very well for sure, but my concern against a Fox would be just being able to get just wave shined across the entire stage.
Yeah.
And Link, literally the easiest character in the game to wave shine.
Yeah. So. he was made for this. I think like even you could probably speak to this, like way back in the day, like when wave shotting like across the stage was like a feat.
Right.
It was probably always done on Link. It was probably always done on Yoshi's Island or something.
Yeah, those were the days.
This has Zelgada's germ written all over it. Yeah.
Okay.
But, okay.
Yeah,
that's a max range grab.
Very tip of that, yeah. Oh, I like that. Kind of made it look like there was going to be another grab setup, and then just let that up be ripped.
It also could be some turning nerves. I mean, this is real.
Yeah.
You can sit in your computer room or your bedroom and play, anybody, and like you're as comfortable as you're ever gonna be in that. But right now you are both waking up early on the main stage of a national.
Yep.
This is the real deal.
Yeah, especially for some of these newer players who haven't experienced this yet. This is can be extremely nerve-wracking, and it pretty much always is, even for the veterans of the game. Oh, that was beautiful.
That was a great conversion.
Yeah, but yeah, even for veterans, it's not like we don't experience nerves, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of dealing with them properly.
Right, yeah. And once you do, the more you do it, the more you get used to it.
Right.
You brush it off. Yeah, it's just another day in the office.
For sure. Okay. Not quite gonna kill. Link pretty heavy, working out well there. Once again.
See, I don't think Fox is we talked about the wave shine being super in play, but he's not the greatest juggler of like this kind of character.
That's true.
Half floaty, half heavy.
Yeah, as far as aerial combos, Fox isn't going to get too much on Link, which is honestly, I'm surprised that Tanooki hasn't been going for more wave shine. More drills especially would lead to that wave shine very well against Link, but seen almost no drills from Tanooki the whole time. Okay, nice.
Six Paths really, he's coming alive here.
Yeah.
The aggression that Tanooki showed to win game 1, absent in game 2.
Yeah, and I mean that, I was a little bit doubtful about the FD pick, but it worked out really well for Six Paths. A little fist pump there from Six Paths, knowing that he's on the board, he can do this.
If he can win one, you can win the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's no one to tell you otherwise.
Right.
Tanooki going right back to a smaller stage, which I think is going to be super important. You have caught him without a jump now.
Okay.
Dropped it a little bit, but he's still in the spot to be in.
Right.
Look, he's going to keep Link there.
Yeah.
And then also on the flip side of this, it's also good because the projectiles, although he's not like the heaviest projectile Link I've seen, but it definitely helped him game 2.
Right.
He had some conversions there, so this is the strongest pick. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, no, definitely great counter pick. Wow, once again, that max range grab, letting the up B rip does not quite work out this time. And yeah, the platforms are making a world of difference for Tanooki right now. Ooh, I like that.
The returning boomerang was what I was thinking about. Like, okay, is this going to mess up Tanooki? And,
right. Okay, tech chase?
Tech chases.
Oh, doesn't quite continue it.
F smash can't be like the flow chart there, like on mistech near you. I don't know, but
yeah,
it's actually probably down smash. Maybe, maybe.
Down smash is probably the play. Yeah. Okay, that does kill just barely.
That's 115. That's an early kill as things are concerned.
Oh yeah. Okay, and not quite at the percent where the down throw up B will work. Next one should do it if he goes for that again.
Yeah. It's becoming more and more of a commitment as it goes on.
Right.
Okay, you need this right now.
Oh, man.
Oh, the slant. All right, he wasn't on the slant, so it was like higher than it should have been.
Yeah, yeah.
Another interesting little Yoshi tidbit that you probably don't think about.
Oh, I like that shine to reflect the bomb. This is a big swing stop right now.
He's comfortable
again.
man.
And that's the second time Six Paths has done that little air dodge bomb drop, trying to be kind of tricky, but doesn't really get much off it.
Game 3 tricks are kind of tough. You kind of showed your hand a little bit.
Right. Ooh.
Bounces on the shield.
Wow.
Mistech. Yeah, you're going to eat more. That mistech was really bad.
Yeah. And not
one
quite.
More do it.
But yeah. Next one will do it. Wait a second, though. Six Paths not going out without a fight.
Oh, he missed a short hop. He wants to be under that platform.
Yeah, and just rinse and repeat from there.
But man, that's a showing. All right,
yeah.
You know.
No, I mean, solid stuff from Six Paths. Tanooki, definitely a solid Fox player, and that is one of Link's hardest matchups, if not the hardest. So.
Oh, yeah. When I think about Link in the meta of things, I'm thinking like, okay, pretty decent against like a Peach or like a, even like strangely enough a Marth, but then like you get the Fox or like the Sheik and you're just, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
So
definitely tough, but I mean, Six Paths at least got on the board with the kind of unconventional FD counter pick. Worked out really nicely for Six Paths.
So that was exactly kind of what we were thinking. All right, round 1 pulls, day 1, we're going to get some Link versus Fox or something. And it didn't look bad. That was a game 3 set. That wasn't just like a seasoned Fox running over a low tier, which, you know,
right.
Shout out to the grind.
Yeah, I think those round 1 pools matchups that are just a complete, you know, domination from one end or the other are going to be rarer and rarer these days.
They're never. Yeah, no, that's it's a bright future
for sure.
But you know, the second that we get one of those big guys on here, one of those big names, it might.
That usually
might
still
be
ends
right
up,
back to
ends up
what
being,
we're used to.
Being a little bit of a slaughter, yeah. But we shall see. I do like seeing top players in round 1 pools just because you get a general vibe of how they're playing this weekend, right? Like, even if they're playing someone who is significantly worse than them, you still get an idea of how well they're doing based on just their tech skill, their movement.
Yep.
So it's a nice little preview of what's
It's an indicator. Have you ever, like, I don't know, played somebody and you sit down to hand warm and they're nuts and they're cracked and you're thinking like, oh no. It's such an intimidation factor.
Yeah, no, 100%. That can be super scary.
But I've also been on setups with someone who's like, all right, we're sitting down. This guy ripped like 15 multi-shines in a row, and I'm like, all right, this guy's an idiot. Never mind. I got this. I know exactly who you are.
Pretty much anytime someone's just like multi-shining repeatedly in tech skill warm-up, I'm like, okay, this is free.
That's just a trick. That's not like a movement thing at all. That's But we got another matchup. This is M1 and fireflyhi. Oh no, Napkins. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Napkins and Eve actually. So.
Oh, I'm looking ahead.
At the next
spoilers. Napkins and Eve.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar. Do you know?
Eve is from MDVA and regularly competes at Xanadu. Puff player, regularly gets like top 2 or 3 at Xanadu.
Oh wow!
So
all right, yeah.
Pretty solid. And Napkins, I believe, is an Arizona Peach.
So we got Puff Peach right now.
Yeah. So we are in for a treat.
I'm not. Listen, there's a stigma out there that this isn't going to be entertaining, but matchups to me aren't like uninteresting. Players, you know, the way they play.
Yeah.
So, you know,
it really depends on the play styles.
Don't just don't tune away. We can see some really and there's been a lot of like improvement, I think, in this matchup specifically. Peaches, you know,
doesn't seem as dominant for Puff as it used to. That's for sure.
And there's a lot of interesting Peach things that Peaches have been doing, because Armada, you know what, as good as Armada was, he kind of gave up on it. So it left like, you know, you can't just like, oh, this is what Armada does, so this is what I should do. You know what I mean? Where you would see that in like a Fox or like the Marth matchup. Like, he just does everything so correctly. He left this whole matchup as a mystery to us. It's open.
Yeah, very unexplored. And I know players like Lod have started taking HBox to the brink a little bit.
And that's huge.
I believe Lod actually beat HBox in the online era.
Yeah,
but
no, definitely. Yeah, well, I think we're both on the same page.
That's kind of a different beast, HBox Online, but even I believe prior to quarantine, he was taking at least a game or two off HBox, which is a big deal in this matchup against a player like HBox. So
I think Laud is probably the best suited to do that too. If anyone's going to climb that mountain, it's going to be Laud, someone who really thinks about the game. Like in that fashion, and has like the crazy tech skill to back it up too.
Yeah.
So.
For sure.
Definitely blazing that front.
Yeah.
And then what's the story here for Puff? I mean, it's always just kind of been keep Peach out, you know, kind of threaten with your drift and your big aerials.
Right.
Roll out, kill whenever possible.
Yeah.
So look at the tags here. You got 1 heart, and then you got the double heart.
Ooh.
They were like, I love you. No, I love you more. We love floaties.
Yep.
My controller matches my hair, and I'm ready to go.
All right, let's see it. Game 1 on Stadium.
Game 1 on Stadium. This is a new thing now. How do you feel about that quickly before
it's kind of interesting. Like I do kind of miss the transformations, but if I try to look at it from like an objectively competitive standpoint, like it should probably be frozen.
See, I feel a little differently in the fact that like, so yeah, you and me are playing on Stadium, right? It is 1v1, but we are both playing against the terrain. You know what I mean? So
that's true.
And we both come from a place where like, do you remember like game knowledge just being like an attribute to a good player? Like
that's true. Yeah.
Somebody at your local who just knows things about the game and just like I mean, you would call it cheese, but I really just call it like just knowing your stuff.
Yeah. No, that's 100% true as well.
Right.
But it does drastically change some matchups, which is, I think, a big issue with the transformations.
Right.
And it is cool that we get the option to have Stadium as a starter now, because it's, as it stands without the transformations, it's clearly like good enough to be a starter stage.
Oh yeah, no, there was never any as Puff finds the first big back air of the game. So turnips in this matchup.
Feels important.
Yeah, when you hit Peach away, this is gonna be big.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be a rest, but decided not to pull the trigger,
that was a big
actually
F smash.
A great decision to not go for that rest, because now that's not gonna be a stock trade. It's just gonna be a clean stock for Eve.
But that's also a matchup note for the nice stop air. For the Jigglypuff side, where, hey, just let these rests rip, because what really can Peach kill you with?
Right.
I mean, think about it. Off the top of your head, what's your go-to Peach rest punish?
That's a good question.
Honestly, yeah. I play Peach a lot, and you have to get really tricky sometimes, but like right off the top of your head, at the heat of the moment, I don't know, what do? Forward throw? Like grab
throw a turnip up and then roll to the other side and charge an up smash. But
even
that's like DI dependent.
And it can be like kind of teched in a weird way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was always like, from the Peach side of things, just like, man, Jigglypuff is just going to let these rip, and I mean, what can I do? Get like 25%? And they can kill me?
Yeah, it's definitely a much better risk for Puff to take than against pretty much any other high tier character.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fair. One of those moves that, if you don't know, less strong the higher percent it is. So stronger at a lower percent. So it's not really a kill move, but
up smash out of shield. I really like that option.
Your up smash and your up air are going to be the ones that kill Puff. Puff's still light, you know. You gotta work that in.
Okay. Damn, that does barely kill, and now it's looking tough for Napkins. Being behind in this matchup is so tough for Peach.
Yeah.
But we did see. I mean, this is closer than Napkins was, you know, a minute ago.
That was a scary,
doable.
Scary dash attack. I think what separates, like, you know, good puffs from great puffs are just like not even thinking, like just knowing, like, okay, I just got my shield dash attack, you're dead.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just not even thinking about it.
For sure. Oh.
And like we were saying, this is the matchup to let that rip.
Yeah. Oh, the double turnip.
Double turnip.
Yeah. Okay. See if Napkins can find a way to create this kill.
Yeah, I'm thinking you gotta really this fight. I mean, now you got up air. You got up air or like up smash. You can find it and bring this back. You actually clawing this pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, again, a couple minutes ago, this was heavily in Puff's favor, and all of a sudden we got a last stock situation.
Now the Puff is gonna try to chase down Peach. Peach probably wants to like hit away. Kind of needs a good turn up, you would think.
Right. Ooh.
It's gonna be a lot harder. Oh!
That early up B ends up costing Napkins big time.
Did you see that Peach jumped and then up B'd?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a flub or trying to mix up a little bit. But
I assume it was kind of a mix-up. I mean, it's hard to accidentally get an up B, but the jump might have been an accident. But either way, that was a great opportunity for Eve that they capitalized on quickly. Ooh.
Okay, so Fountain, this makes sense because, you know, your down smash on the platforms can get you 1 or 2 hits. It's not like kind of useless like it is on other stages. Wow, and just look how Puff can just control this like vertical plate, even on the drift. Wow, that was great. That was a great reverse.
Super good coverage. Oh yeah, I was expecting the up air at some point. Didn't quite get it, but dominant lead from Eve already.
Could have got broken there, yeah. Cool little fountain thing. Oh, and I just noticed how Fountain looks really pretty now that we're offline.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It is a beautiful stage.
Power shield, nothing.
Oh!
Yeah.
Good DI on that up tilt at least. No chance for a rest there.
All right.
The rare turnip catch.
I've seen some Jigglypuff kind of do some things. It's not exactly the biggest. Jigglypuff isn't like great with items like that, but that's the beautiful thing about Melee. There's a lot of labbing to be done.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Okay, living, which is unfortunate for Napkins. It's when you barely don't kill Puff in scenarios like that as Peach, it really hurts because now this is just another, you know,
where
another
are you gonna find another
little grind to find that kill opportunity again.
Yeah. Dare is an interesting one when it's full hop like this. That's a nice little space to be in, I think, for Peach.
Right.
All right, went up to get that wink.
Yeah.
Wink just a little bit stronger than your regular.
Yeah.
You know, just a tiny bit. There's only 4 types of turnips, you know, Stitch, Dot Eyes, Wink, and everything else.
Right. Oh, the double into the dash attack.
And that's a lead.
Yeah,
you know?
The first lead of the set, I think.
Trying to, claw your way back from deficits in these are super hard, so keeping it close is absolutely needed.
Yep.
You know. But,
yeah, if Peach can find the stock lead and then maintain it, it makes the matchup significantly easier. When Puff is trying to chase you down rather than vice versa, definitely a situation that Peach wants to be in.
We got a Stitch.
Oh,
absolutely
that's big.
And that has a lot of life still on it.
Yep.
This Puff is gonna really go for this edge guard.
Oh, could have just maybe been a roll up.
Yeah, definitely had the roll kill.
Yeah.
But wow, Stitch off the board.
Right.
Huge sigh of relief.
Oh, the dot eye?
Another dot. Just as rare as Stitches. For
Really?
those who don't know. Yeah. Dot eyes and,
Oh,
and a bomb.
Wow, and that's a lot of shield damage. But that doesn't do too much for Peach in this scenario, unfortunately.
All right, so, you know, the fix is in.
Yeah.
Peach getting some good turns.
Was that actually a Stitch into a dot eye into a bomb in a row?
It wasn't Stitch into dot eye, but I think it was dot eye into like one before a bomb.
Right. Pretty good RNG.
Yeah, absolutely. Misses the pan. Oh, wave dash back, F smash. Wow, did it.
Yeah, just barely. There's been actually so many scenarios this set where Eve has just barely gotten that kill, and that's so important in a matchup like this.
Do you ever, like, die expecting not to, like, I was like, there's no way that it killed me.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like in floaty matches that happens all the time.
Yeah.
No way did that kill. It killed me. Wow, got that. Oh, no.
Figured there was a jump left maybe on Napkins' end, but yeah.
A prevalent thing in matchups against Peach is to listen for that double jump sound. Because they could burn it.
It's very distinct, yeah.
And sometimes it get burned accidentally a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you could very easily double jump before you float and just burn your double jump and not know it. So the audio, definitely something.
Something to pay attention to.
Absolutely.
In that matchup especially.
But yeah, no. I liked what I saw. That wasn't a like super, you know, kill me now, Puff Peach matchup.
Yeah, no, I mean it was definitely entertaining to watch, and it's obviously it's a slower paced matchup by nature, but that doesn't automatically make
Not
a matchup bad.
Not every thing has to be Fox ripping a hole through who he's playing, fast pace, you know, everyone dying. Sometimes this is a real thinking game, you know what I mean? And real spacing dependent, and really patience, you know?
I mean, that being said, people can make that matchup miserable to watch sometimes when they really, you know, just try not to interact at all. Does happen sometimes, but that was not an example of that. That was an example of just solid Peach and Puff play, kind of what you expect from the matchup. So who do we got now? M1 and fireflyhi?
fireflyhi, I've learned, is from Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a region. That's doesn't it always seem like these kind of remote, farther regions always have that one player that just really stands out?
Yeah.
And you kind of want to ask them, how did you do that?
It's always very impressive when they manage to, in a seemingly just uncompetitive region compared to the U.S., they manage to get to this level. Obviously, you know, Armada, Leffen being great European examples, AMSA perhaps being the most impressive example, because especially over the past few years, AMSA has somehow managed to stay at that level, that top level that he's been at, despite obviously the Japanese scene not quite as strong, but even beyond that, he doesn't really have the rollback access that everyone in the U.S. does, because, you know, he's not getting to play U.S. players on rollback all the time.
Yeah, so, but like, I mean, Japan is one thing. Like, maybe they don't have the strongest players, but they still have a healthy group of players.
Right.
I can imagine a Hawaii, like, if you even have a local, you got 13 people there at the most.
Right.
You know, in 2014 after the dock, you had 14 players, and you were like, whoa.
Definitely.
Yeah, so what I find in those players a lot, they are like very proficient at their tech skill, because that's something you don't need anyone for. You can really grind your tech skill. You can really, you know, be fluent in your timings and your movement. So I find that to be a trait for people that come from like very small or like kind of like distant regions.
Right. But it looks like winner of this is playing Toph. So Toph is definitely getting a Fox Ditto after this.
Absolutely, Toph. That should be a fun matchup.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get that one on stream.
For every floaty Peach Puff matchup, you get 2 Fox Dittos. You know?
Very true, very true.
All right, looks like we're gonna get started in. All right, fireflyhi will be our red Fox for the day, unless they decide to change for some reason. M1 being our green Fox.
Yep. Let's see how this one goes. Probably starting on Battlefield, I assume, and there it is. Game 1, M1 versus fireflyhi.
All right, so Yeah, we said fireflyhi is the red. Looks like he's gonna.
Oh man, and
wow!
I mean, just gave that one up.
Yeah, he had that one for sure. It's kind of sometimes you get that shine and they're so far down there, you're like, oh man, they're like,
just dead.
Yeah.
Could have been that, but yeah, if he had just gotten on the ledge, that definitely would have been a dead fox. But cleans it up anyway, so no biggie.
So back to what I was saying before, very proficient on things like their timing. That was exactly like, that shine stall.
Ooh, like that drill reset, although didn't get much off it.
Drill reset used to be the wave, man. It still kind of is sometimes. Bump that edge guard there. M1, looking to make something happen.
Ooh. Wow.
Wow.
And whether intentional
you call it
or not.
I call it a stock.
That's one of those, I meant to do that.
And people always do. No one ever admits.
Ever.
Probably should have been something else.
Yeah.
We got too much pride in our inputs.
That standing laser from M1, not a great look.
It's early. This is going to heat up real fast. You know what I mean?
That's definitely how early morning Spaceys matches tend to go.
I can't think of an example. I feel like it would be super practical, but like somebody who is a dedicated Spacey main that just doesn't even play Spaceys in the morning. Like what? You would think by now there would be a solid example of
right.
Who can wake up and be this like fast? But this is an even game.
Yeah, M1 definitely looking very strong after that first stock was all Firefly. Ooh, like the idea from Firefly, but not quite timing it properly. Okay.
Up tilt in the reverse back air. Anytime. I think about this quote that I heard from our friend who is kind of on the hot seat right now. I don't even know if Hacks.
Nice.
Hacks.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, let's just get it out of the way. Hacks is a crazy person, but in a good way most of the time. And one of my favorite quotes is, he was talking about playing like a different Smash game that was a Melee, and he was like, I had this character off stage 80 times. You know what happens in Melee when you're off stage 80 times? You lose 80 stars. So every time in a Fox Ditto I see like a could-be edge guard, I'm just like, that is like the laser focus that guy has about edge guarding. Just not dropping it, covering all the options.
Right.
Super important drill.
Oh, okay.
Up smash, got nothing. It's okay, but the break, sometimes that break, even if it pushes him off stage, that's a part of the combat.
Yep. Okay, good grab from Firefly, and great coverage there. Ran to the perfect spot where you can cover 3 out of 4 tech options, and then you're ready to dash back for the 4th option as well.
All right, yeah, we got some experienced Fox players. You can see how the way he handled that drill. He's a big fan of that drill on the platform.
Yeah, the drill reset. I mean, it definitely can do some work. It's either that or up air usually.
Well, here's the thing. We're not even here to say that it's bad because like it worked the first game a couple times, and unless you show me that this is a bad option, it's not.
Yeah, very true.
You know?
Yeah.
Just because like people know that you can DI like the multi-hit up and you could do some stuff out of it.
Right.
Ooh. Maybe a miss.
I like that.
Wow.
Okay. Getting a little fancy, but Randall coming in hot for M1. Oh.
But didn't.
Wow. Okay. Wait a second.
That's just that's what Randall can do.
What a turnaround.
Yeah, needed that. And you know what they say, chillin'. These are Fox Dittos. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Shine kills at 0.
Yep. I mean, it's like practically a commentator meme at this point to talk about how volatile this matchup is, but it's very true. I mean, that's truly how it goes. That being said, the really consistent Foxes, this has to be your best matchup. I mean, pretty much for any character, right? Fox has to be your best matchup.
You can't get by not knowing the Fox matchup.
Right. Ooh.
Even if you're like the Link earlier, you got to know what you're doing.
Oh wow.
That's the weird that weird up smash.
Yeah, the awkward angle up smash. Worked out nicely there for Firefly though, taking a 2-0.
Good stuff to M1 too.
Yeah, especially game 1. M1 was definitely stringing some stuff together,
keeping it close. Had his composure on Randall, even though it didn't really go his way. He got out of that situation. So yeah, definitely you could tell this guy knows some. He's a seasoned Fox player.
Absolutely.
All right, we got, is this Zamu? Zamu looks like he's about to take a nap on stage.
The pillow coming up.
The pillow's the new meta. What do you think about the pillow?
I was talking a little bit about it yesterday with June and asking June maybe why Zane uses it, and he said it's probably just for less strain on like the forearms, and that kind of makes sense.
You got to take care of them.
I think it would be something that would be a little awkward to get used to in tournament. Even if you're if you're doing it at home, that's one thing, but just lugging a pillow around at a major is
maybe we could get the like a pillow backpack. I told Zamu yesterday that you should have everyone sign it. This should be like a cast. But Zamu is going to be playing GranmasGotGame. That is a local Ohio Yoshi. And if you know anything about fighting games, this guy is a big name in Soul Calibur.
Oh, yeah?
Top 8 Evo.
Wow.
Like, GranmasGotGame. Got game.
Apparently, yeah.
He got games. He should change it to Grandma's Got Games. And he's a crazy Yoshi, you know?
True.
Zamu been making waves for the last couple years, really coming out. Now that the online era has like kind of sharpened some, like towards the end of this online era that we were just living in, felt like Zamu was really coming into his own. And now that locals are coming back, he looks real sharp.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
We will see. I feel like they might have played before. They might have some history.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, they're both Ohio, or not Ohio, Midwest.
Right.
So they definitely played.
Okay.
But he's got the pillow Zamu, different animal. I mean, I get it. If you really take this game seriously like that, I'm not saying you have to do that, but like you could tell anyone who lugs a pillow around a venue is here to compete.
Yeah.
They care more about what they're doing than how they look, and that's what you want to see from a competitor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No,
absolutely.
Take a whole damn bed with you. If you know what I mean. I don't care. He's here to game.
For sure. Yeah, definitely got to respect it. And I mean, you can tell just even looking at his hands during these hand warmers. I can tell why he needs to reduce the strain on his arms there. It's
absolutely
looking wild.
It could be a fashion accessory too. It really could be like, all right, I got a different pillowcase for this tournament. It matches my controller, my Goom Wave.
Right.
I think he has one.
Oh snap!
I think he has one of it. Yeah.
Don't say that out loud, dude. It's gonna get DQ'd.
Is it real? Is it?
I don't think it's actually banned, but there's talks of banning it, which I kind of understand. It's like a gray area.
Yeah. Real quickly, if we want to just talk about controllers and like I think what they're talking about a lot is the Cardinals, like how like boxes and like these controllers can hit that like really like at 1.0 Cardinal.
Yeah.
I'm of the opinion that maybe you should have it nerfed to like that one just before, like the 9.8 whatever.
Right.
And if you want to go out of your way and search for the perfect controller, nobody's stopping you. But you should be at least kind of in the ballpark with 99.9% of everyone else.
Yeah.
But back to the match.
Yeah, Game 1, Dreamland. Kind of a surprising choice for Fox because it's going to take Yoshi, a very tanky character. It's going to take even longer to kill, but I think Zamu just wanted the running room here.
Oh no! Oh, I thought he died. I thought he got hit out of his air dodge. But yeah, the double jump armor you're going to see. Well, I would say you see it a lot, but Zamu is going to know what he's doing. He's going to know what kind of moves break at certain times. He's going to have. And Zamu's he's like a melee mind. He's probably like thought about like matchups like this and like, you know.
Yeah.
He's not just gonna throw shit at the wall.
Right. No, I mean, definitely strikes me as a player that knows his matchups for sure. So, and that's something you need against Yoshi. Yoshi is literally one of the weirdest matchups for any character in the game to fight against. Ooh.
Wow, he really went for that and it killed.
That's crazy that not only he got there in time, but it ended up killing.
I was like, he only has time for that up air, and that up air probably isn't going to kill, but he really went for it. That's awesome. GranmasGotGame, baby.
Indeed. Evo top 8 finalists. That's actually crazy.
Isn't that? Yeah, someone told me that, and I was like, whoa. Don't quote me on it, but I know he's big into that. And he was telling me, when I talked to him yesterday, I was like, man, you excited? He's like, I'm excited that Soul Calibur's coming back too. I was like, hell yeah, I guess everything's coming back. Miss grab.
Ooh.
Recovering as Yoshi, you can tell, and I'm going to say this probably a lot, what separates a good Yoshi from a great Yoshi is someone who actually is mindful of their recovery and they're not just jumping back and like leaning on their double jump armor.
Right.
Oh yeah, that was a really nice angle.
Ooh.
No jump.
Yep. Good stuff by Zamu, kind of recognizing the situation, knowing that Yoshi was vulnerable at that point for another up air.
Zamu's the favorite here for sure. I mean, definitely been putting in the work, but close thus far.
Ooh.
As it goes on, he's showing a little more prowess. Maybe kind of feeling it out, figuring out how he wants to play this Yoshi. Yoshi, a secretly defensive character. You know what I mean? I mean, he has the armor, but like also the way he moves. Comes at you at weird angles. Yeah, and it's one thing to know a weird matchup, but then you also kind of got to adjust based on the player themselves as well. Ooh, what a string there from Zamu. I like this matchup a lot. I like playing Yoshis a lot too because you can like do these weird combos with their own like gimmick against them. You know what I mean? Right. Like you could do a full up smash into another full up smash that was. Did you break their armor? It's definitely an interesting matchup.
Yeah, a lot of wacky stuff that you would not see in any other matchup. Okay. Oh, I love the drill into up tilt option.
Little. I get parries and power shields kind of mixed up. I guess it could be both, but unless you do something out of it, it's not a parry. Oh!
Yeah, oh, wow.
F-tilt's a very interesting move that Yoshi has too. It pops up just perfectly the way you'd think it would. Yeah.
It's also just a weird looking move. Like I didn't know what move that was for like 15 years.
I didn't have to know what that move was. All right.
I just did not know the input. But GranmasGotGame got a chance. I mean,
absolutely.
Yoshi is one of the better characters in this type of scenario. Not that any character is really in a good spot here, but Yoshi can do it more so than a lot of characters in this scenario.
Yeah, Yoshi definitely has some weird stuff about him.
Because of stuff like that.
He's going to live maybe 2 more stronger hits.
Right.
But I feel like Zamu is kind of catching on. He's like, if I'm going to lose this, it's probably going to be because GranmasGotGame is going to try to do something a little fresh, a little cheeky. So he's just going to, let him show his hand.
Right. Yeah, can't get antsy in that type of scenario. It's very, very tempting to do so and just start chucking out kill moves left and right, but Zamu not biting. And we go to FD. Definitely a solid pick for Yoshi because of the juggle opportunities, but
and he's got them. I mean, I'm sure he does. But I also feel like the platforms help Yoshi a lot because Yoshi comes in at these weird angles with his double jump cancel and like stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I would consider a platform stage would probably be better, but this is definitely one of those, if you prefer the stage, then stick to your guns.
Absolutely. Maybe even literally. Back air is a cool little move that Yoshi uses.
Yeah, can set up super well sometimes.
Nice. Melee is just so fun, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, it's great to just see the people competing in person again, man. Definitely miss this.
I like the variety. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, that was the right nair, just a little mistimed.
Yeah. Right idea for sure.
That's a reaction edge guard. Look, he grabs the edge, and then if he doesn't go straight, he tries to do that rising nair. It's a solid edge guard for Yoshi. Good option.
Like the single lasers, retaining that mobility rather than committing to double laser, a little bit more punishable.
Yeah. So that down throw, I think if you're gonna take this, you need that down throw to be more. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Man, when you can jab reset someone's crouch cancel on a move that was supposed to pop up, you are aware of what's happening.
Yeah. Dang, and Zamu does take that stock first, but nice little comeback from GranmasGotGame. Definitely looking a lot more doable now.
Oh, yeah. Anytime that armor broke at 33%. You see some really weird. Oh, again, we talked about that edge guard just to talk about.
Yeah.
But another reason why it's so like you could just jump through the Firefox and then time that nair.
Yeah. Okay. Liking the down tilt usage, but great DI from GranmasGotGame. What a setup with that fair, but
jump.
not quite gonna kill.
Okay.
I like that option.
Egg and air dodge are you gotta mix them up.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. And it goes back to what I
Oh,
did.
the push off.
Yeah.
Nicely done from Zamu.
Me and Chillin, two Fox fans just looked at each other. That push off, man.
You love to see it. Oh.
Jab set. Got to be big here.
Oh man, yeah, definitely left some damage on the table there.
Little too quick. Rising there. Okay. Yeah,
right.
that up B can grab the edge real fast from that position. Man, Zamu's been really getting like, so what he just went for that nair up smash, he's been like really getting like the full distance of it.
Yeah.
Almost like spacing the up smash.
Right.
But good stuff to Zamu. You're going to see a lot of him this weekend. GranmasGotGame. I mean, a threat, honestly. In his losers bracket, he was just taking it pretty close. So.
For sure. That was a impressive showing from both players, but Zamu definitely looking locked in, looking ready to take a nap after pools are over with that pillow in tow. But good stuff from GranmasGotGame as well, and just a cool matchup to see.
Yeah.
With
variety.
Slight
That's
variations.
Why we play round one pools. That's why we commentate them. That's why we show them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Get your shine over here. Don't don't submit to the Fox propaganda. Play your heart out, Yoshi. But we are going to take a little bit of a ad break, I believe. We'll show you some. Okay, so
Riptide City.
I want you to think about if you're liking what you're seeing now, and you really like what you see this weekend, and you want to just do the same thing again in Texas. Riptide City.
Yep.
Literally at another Kalahari.
Yeah.
We're just,
it's gonna be great again, just like this one.
And then main stage. Think about this one. This is going to be another big tournament in California.
For
6 qualifiers.
For both Melee and Ultimate Summits coming up. That's nuts. That's so many qualifiers.
Summit is like what we strive for. I mean, like you have to be there. You know what I mean? If you are,
That's definitely the dream of Smash players, is to get that just constant high level practice and just a ton of fun being at Summit. So. And this is smash.gg/Riptide City if you would like to register for that one. That is, again, just in a few weeks.
I'm going to say, you know what, if you're on the fence and, this thing might cap, I would kind of do it sooner rather than later.
Very true, and same with main stage.
I mean, this thing capped, and this thing capped early, man.
This thing capped immediately, like right away.
Hey, Chillin, how are you going to do in singles today? Oh, you're not going to because you missed the cap?
I did.
Because you went a little too late? That's how fast it goes.
It goes insanely fast.
I'm in the same boat, too. Guess what I'm doing in singles today? Nothing. It's too late. So, yeah, definitely get your reg in.
Yep. And I think we got another Yoshi.
I hear it.
Another Yoshi.
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
But before we get into another Yoshi Fox matchup, we are going to take a quick ad break. Stay tuned.
Buy all these products. Alrighty, welcome back. We are still we're plugging away here at the round 1 pools.
Yep.
Setting the stage for what's going to be a great tournament. A bunch of huge names. Let's just go from the top. Hungrybox.
Right.
IBBW, Axe, Plup.
Wizzy.
A lot of players that, I mean, obviously we just had an awesome experience at Summit of Mango Zane. But then that tier underneath everybody, which it seemed like it was a tier underneath those two.
Right.
They're all like here,
yeah.
And they're vying to. It's kind of cool that Mango and Zane aren't here because it really just opens up the.
Yeah, 100%. It's kind of like try to solidify who's like third best, at least in the U.S. right now. You know what I mean? It's a big opportunity for a lot of these players, and I definitely feel like they all feel like they have a chance. Pretty much the top like 5 to 10 seeds all realistically could win this event. So
this really could go either way, because I think in years past you would look at it like, all right, this is just who can beat HBox.
Right.
But you saw in the online era that, you know, a lot of people could beat HBox, including who you see on the screen.
Including BZimm. Yeah.
No, this
Yoshi
is not
player.
a glitch in the Matrix. This is Fox Yoshi again.
Yep. And we got an MDVA Yoshi in BZimm, who, as you mentioned, did take a set off HBox. Not that that was super uncommon in the online era, but still extremely impressive regardless. And then we have Soap, who I believe is from New Jersey, and obviously the Fox player. So we'll see how differently Soap kind of approaches this compared to Zamu.
Yeah. Zamu was definitely the favorite of the last set, but GranmasGotGame kept it close. But man, that's up to that's a big start.
Yeah.
BZimm really been making waves. Definitely one of, you think of like BZimm and like Tyler Swift, like the mid tiers that are rising from the Slippy era.
Yeah. Oh, and that might be stock. Okay, good weight. And luckily,
he got the right back there too, not the reverse.
Yeah. It looked like it might be the reverse, in which case Yoshi might have survived, but works out nicely for Soap. Great dash attack, and there's the down smash.
That was a very disciplined edge guard too, because it could have been there. I'm going to do something crazy with eggs. I'm going to grab the edge where you know Yoshi isn't the strongest. That was just wave dash back. Show me what angle you got, and he took the stock
for sure. Ooh,
these are the juggles you need. These are the juggles we didn't see last set that you need if you're going to be that Yoshi.
Yep. Ooh, wow. And the turnaround on the down smash. Good recognition.
He even made it almost over there to grab the edge. But Soap here doesn't look like a slouch. He does look like he knows what he's doing too.
Yeah.
It'll become even more and more prevalent the more we see like at these percentages with the how he deals with the armor.
Right. Yeah, finding this kill can definitely be the hard part against Yoshi in this matchup sometimes. So we'll see what Soap's got in store.
So I wonder what it says about your preferences if. You know, we're on Fountain of Dreams for this. Unfortunate for this match, and then all the stages we just watched in Zamu versus GranmasGotGame, they preferred big stages.
Right.
So I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a player preference type thing, and I'm a little surprised. I'm assuming Soap is pretty comfortable on this stage because this isn't normally. You would expect Fox to get rid of this stage against Yoshi when it comes to striking, but. Obviously, Soap pretty comfortable here and showing that that's actually the case.
This is an even game.
Yeah.
I think where BZimm shines more is he's fast. I mean, he's fast with this character.
Right.
So, I mean, you can see the way he moves on platforms. So a small stage might work out very well for someone like BZimm.
Oh, and that's barely going to do it.
Barely still gets it.
BZimm looking confused.
D is a passing grade. But off the stage again. No egg. That was a really good angle from Soap.
Yeah, I thought that dash attack might actually catch it, but not quite.
We get a couple more rounds into round 1 pools, and you really start seeing like people comfortable with like, that was a tough Firefox angle. I mean, this guy's probably notched or something.
Yeah,
but,
he might be notched up.
Might be notched, but I mean, he might just be that guy. And he's really taking it to BZimm. BZimm is our 64th seeded player.
Right,
he's
so
seeded for
top 64,
So on the other flip side of that, that means that is Soap the 65th seeded?
Maybe. In theory, yeah. If that should be how it works. If round 2 pools is the top 64.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely this is going to be the tightest match of round 1 pools I think you're going to see, and so far it's living up to that.
Oh man. Anyone's game? Well,
no jump.
Not quite. Wow, the egg.
The egg. And he stayed
in it, and that really got Soap
That was
there.
really interesting. It's not like Jigglypuff's rollout where you have to kind of do the whole thing. He decided to stay in it.
Yeah.
Didn't really work out there, as you can see.
Yep. And
a victory screen, which we didn't talk about. Our victory screens, welcome back.
Oh yeah, that is kind of something that I missed.
Yeah, you didn't.
It's just nice to confirm.
Absolutely. These characters, they earn another line or two.
Right.
But man, Soap is taking it to BZimm right now.
Yeah, just building off that momentum gained from barely taking that game 1 and running with it. And this would certainly be an upset in Soap's favor if it ends up happening, at least seeding-wise.
Down tilt, is it going to be enough? All right, so down tilt, a lot of people know it has set knockback.
Right.
It's always going to do the same. So I was very interested. It didn't seem like it was a low enough percent that down smash wouldn't. I mean, who might have said? That down smash looked like it was better.
Wow. Okay, and BZimm shaking his head there a little bit. Definitely kind of messed up that edge guard, but luckily for him, Soap messed up his recovery too, so that works out.
Oh yeah, we're prone. It's still early. We were just talking about how good it looks, but still 11, still before noon. Down tilt's huge if you can get it early. That's the good part about down tilt too. Set knockback at 0, they're flying off the stage.
Yeah.
You can really.
Wow, and goes for it.
He knew that was going to trade.
Yep.
That was so exciting to see.
Yeah, I love the meta that started to evolve around intentionally trading with Fox Falco. Not even just Fox Falco up Bs, but Mars up B.
Yeah, and there's another layer to that too, where all right, not only am I gonna try to trade, like I got that tech in my back pocket,
right?
And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit it. You know what I mean?
Right. Ooh, great follow up.
BZimm really taking this game back.
Yeah, this is suddenly just looking like all BZimm after a very close set up until like a stock ago, and now it's just looking like a slaughter from BZimm.
That would have been a real bow on a present right
there.
That half charge F smash.
Yeah, the exclamation
point all right,
for sure.
We can play game 3 if you want, but. All right. Now, it was Fox that was trying to find the weird angle in, which is usually Yoshi's profile. Okay. We got some, what is that called? Lick? I have egg. I don't know. I haven't kept up with my, I didn't bring my Prima official guide.
Eat. I don't know. Swallow.
Maybe.
I like eat.
But it's cool either way.
Yeah. Ooh.
Dare, such a cool move.
Yeah, it does so much damage if you do get a lot of hits of it too. It's kind of insane how much damage it does. Wow, 3-stock all of a sudden.
Yeah, just like that.
Out of the blue.
And Soap really looked like he was moving very well.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, and game 1 was insanely close, was very back and forth, and then Soap started off really hot in game 2. All of a sudden, a 3-stock from BZimm, and so Soap kind of on the back foot now. Gonna need a good counter pick here.
I wish we had a little. Oh, we're gonna FD?
FD, the Fox counter pick this time. Again, it was kind of a strange counter pick from GranmasGotGame for sure, but definitely not a bad stage for Yoshi. Again, if he can get these juggles started, he can get a lot off of it without any platforms to escape to.
I'm gonna quote some Dark Agent wisdom here.
Okay.
A great man once said, "Stages are a myth." we're seeing it more so than ever because who knows? I mean, this is a weird matchup. It's not all the way fleshed out. It'll take years to get to the point of like a Fox Ditto or a Fox Marth where we kind of know what's going on. So right now we do see the variety and we love to see it and we want to see what they bring to it. Yeah. So shout out to the late great Crush, R.I.P. Okay, so Chillin', you play Fox. What do you do right there?
I would just stand back, maybe hold and shine.
Yeah, I mean
there's not much to do, honestly. It's like if you're just gonna chuck eggs, I'm just gonna wait for it. But I mean, when you're in the deficit like this, you're kind of forced to approach. So that can get dicey.
Until you show me you know what to do about it,
right?
Just let them rip.
Yeah.
We were talking about that with drill resets on the platforms from Fox. If you don't know what to do about it, it's a good option.
Right.
So these eggs, crack them, you know?
Yep. Okay. Finally gets a wave shine. Haven't seen too many of those. That is one of the rare, like, standard Fox tools that actually works against Yoshi. These eats. He's eating good today.
Egg. We don't know, but either way, we love it when it combos.
Ooh.
That's a big, juicy.
Oh, barely misses that nair. I'm actually surprised.
As this goes on more and more, you could tell Soap is a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the movement. It's really BZimm that's really showing that he's more comfortable right here.
For sure.
Wow, that was huge recognition to know, all right, that up air isn't going to combo into another. So that jab or F tilt or whatever it was, that was perfect.
Yeah.
Love to see people good at what they do.
Wow. And
went for it. Oh, it's Phantom.
Trying to end with an exclamation point there. Not quite, but you know, still in a very good spot.
He will too. He's up 3.
Oh man. BZimm definitely enjoying himself at this point. Oh,
reverse
jabs.
Oh, that egg. Yep.
And I think that was a forward tilt.
He's mixing me up. I keep thinking I know what's about to happen.
Yeah. Oh, great stuff. And gets that forward smash to cap off after barely losing game 1, 2 back-to-back 3 stocks. BZimm, like, let me show you how this really should have gone.
Dialed in.
Yeah, great stuff from BZimm.
All right, you love to see it. Again, don't buy into the Fox propaganda. Look what that Yoshi just did. I mean, we saw Amsa break onto the scene, and we're like, man, Yoshi's actually good? Like, isn't that weird? And only getting better. We don't know where Yoshi's ceiling is.
Yeah, I think Amsa just showed the potential of Yoshi, but certainly didn't show us the max potential.
It never does. Like, when you think about people that really have pioneered their character, think about, like, all right, here's a perfect example. Mewtwo King's Marth.
Right.
As good as it was, it had holes that he wasn't going to go, like, explore. Like, he just...
Like pivots, for some reason.
Exactly,
he just never,
or, like,
never
even, like,
pivots.
matchups. So, when he ultimately kind of, like, shifted more to Sheik for, like, matchups, it left all this room for other Marth players to decide. One person doesn't define the meta. So, like, as good as Amsa is, there's still stuff to be explored.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and the more people get into that character, the more opportunity there is for the character to be explored. So it's definitely really cool to see when someone kind of shows a character's viability like that, and then you see that character start to crop up more and more in tournaments, and more just kind of setups, little tricks that are discovered, and ultimately, who knows how a good Yoshi will end up on the tier list, you know?
Shit if I knew, man. I tell you what. All right, looks like we have Logan.
Formerly known as LSD.
Formerly used to trip out. Cleaned it up a little bit.
The Smasher, formerly known as LSD, against Schnurb. What a tag.
Schnurb.
What a tag. Schnurb.
All right. Okay, so Summit. Logan was a vote-in.
Right.
Have you ever, what are we? We just did 11 summits. Have you ever, I mean, you've probably been there for commentary a bunch of times and this and that. Never have you went through the voting process, tried to like get in that way?
I've gone through it. I've never made it in, but God, it is brutal.
Yeah,
it just like consumes your life for like a week or two, and it's so stressful. But I mean, obviously the payoff is worth it for the people that get there.
He's climbing. You can tell that he is gonna, and I hope that this weekend shows it, that he didn't go there just to hang out.
Right.
He went there to learn, and then he kind of reinforced it, and now I'm thinking he's gonna have a big weekend.
I think so too.
But yeah, absolutely.
He is seated top 8, I believe.
I think he's on the lower end of it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think he's actually 8th seed.
We might be switching chairs.
Oh man. Okay, the chair switch, and we got a digital controller player. I think that's the politically correct term to use for digital
box controller. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, those things are cool. Have you ever messed with one?
I've messed around for briefly. It's just satisfying to like to press the buttons, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely interesting. I don't know if I could. I mean, I was thinking about it when the pandemic hit. Like, all right, this is gonna be around for a while. What a perfect time to learn box. I feel like a lot of people did that too.
Yeah.
I see a lot of box controllers at this tournament.
Yeah,
like,
it's way more than I've ever seen before, and I think quarantine definitely like kind of multiplied the number, because you have all this time that you know you're not going to be going to an IRL event, and if you had any intention to pick up a digital controller, then that was the time to do it, right?
Oh yeah,
so
and now I think we're going to start seeing them more and more, and it's interesting how something like that will change the meta a little bit, even slightly, even here and there. I think it is a little bit, but you know, observers.
Right.
And who's my friend here? Schnurb.
Yeah,
I definitely
Schnurb.
saw Schnurb when I first got here yesterday. This guy was jogging around the venue. This
really?
guy, yeah, and it reminded me when he was shaking it out.
Yeah,
this guy he's in tune with his body.
Yeah. That's very important. It's an underrated aspect of being good at video games in general, is physical health.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And yeah. So that is Fox versus Marth, and when you have a really good Marth against, I mean, let's see what Schnurb could do, but like really good Marth can just eat Fox.
Right.
We've seen it our whole lives. Just really, it's one of those matchups where like that's the first one you learn, right? If you were to pick up Marth right now, what's the first thing you're gonna do?
Combo Fox.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah, definitely makes sense.
I love LSD, his Marth in particular, because he's another guy who, like, even though Zane is the best player in the world right now, Marth is still such a unique character. You're going to see some different things now. And, I mean, these players, like, they talk, they steal from each other. You know? LSD definitely gives me the vibe that he is looking into the deep crevices, the dark magic of Marth. And he's going to show us some cool stuff. And big fan.
Okay, goes for the forward air. Okay.
I don't know about that deep of magic. I don't think the world's ready for that.
That was a little too magical.
I'm glad that didn't hit, because I don't need anyone else thinking.
Yeah. Is that what I do there? Oh, okay. Nice tipper down smash, though. That's
tipper down smash.
Some legit magic there.
Practical. You've heard of practical tasks. This is practical magic. You need to capitalize on every opening, even if it's a missed wave dash.
Right.
And the HDO tag, I believe that speaks, slide off DI, that speaks to you know, a guy that likes to keep his body in check.
Yeah.
This guy was jogging around the venue, and he is in tune. He's hydrated. He's playing on his box.
Yep.
He is as ready for this now as he will ever be.
Right.
And this isn't a bad showing.
Yeah, definitely not. I'm really liking the tech skill from Schnurb. I mean, that's kind of what you expect from box players, but still just cool to see. Wow,
did you see that?
That was beautiful. What a conversion.
The dark magic.
Yeah, that was
around us.
That was like a DI mix-up built into the combo there. That was super nice to see from Logan, and a solid game one.
Can you tell that one of these players just got done spending like a whole week playing nothing but sick foxes? Can you tell?
Yep.
It's very. This is 11 a.m. and he is showing, you know.
All right.
That
Yoshi's
power up already.
Yeah. Solid counter pick. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's 2 tippers. Uh-oh.
Dead.
Wow, and he's dead. Just like that.
I'm getting
10 seconds into the match.
Mewtwo King vibes where like you just know someone's dead.
Yeah. No, this is I mean, that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
But yeah, this is as good as Logan looked
Wow.
at Summit. This is definitely looking like some improvements have been made even in that short time since then.
Schnurb really answered back in SD the best way you can. He SD'd and then immediately zeroed to death Logan. That was huge. Need to have it still in the hole. I mean, that was a really, bad SD.
Yeah. But it's definitely doable now. Okay. Oh, bad spot, and that's it, not a ton you can do there. I mean, he could have tech that.
Tech shine. There's a nice little input that might have saved him, but
right.
Man, you start to think without that really like unfortunate SD, this could be a really like close battle.
Yeah.
But Logan looks like he's in good form. Oh, I think that's a missed pivot.
Yeah, for sure.
Missed the pivot, Evan Elliott. Oh man, Dunzo.
I love the like hipper reverse back airs like that.
Oh yeah.
Setups just looks so nice.
That was a sight to see. That's really cool Marth. Really pushing it in different ways. And we spoke about it a million times. Just like even a character like we were talking about Yoshi and how Amsa has done so much, but there's so much more room. Even Marth.
Yeah.
Marth has been the
even
best
as
player.
Developed the character as Marth.
Has been the best character player in the world multiple times, and you're still seeing new stuff from Marth. So never, this game's never gonna get figured out. Never.
Very true. There's just limitless potential. I mean, just the way the game is designed, that's why we love it so much. It's just such a dynamic fighter. You constantly see new situations, even literally 20 years later after the game came out.
I learned, I'm always trying to keep my head in the realm of new tech and new interesting things. Even this week, I saw 3 things that were like insane.
Yeah. It's just wild.
Like new, like no one's ever done these things before.
Right.
So, always moving, always improving, always new stuff. So, it's fun to keep up with.
For sure. Looks like up next we got Jackpox and Hype. And Jackpox, the rare dock player, it looks like.
Yeah.
And, I mean, a dying breed, but there are still some out there.
Yeah. What do you think about Doc in relation to other Mario characters, Luigi, Mario? Do you think he's... At one time, we kind of decided he clearly was the standout. I think Shroom pushed that character pretty well, and we were just like okay with that.
Right.
But it seemed like out of all the Mario characters, Luigi has been keep pushing. I almost feel like
so. Yeah, I think at this point I would probably put Luigi above Doc. And then I personally just love Mario. I think Doc is probably the better character, but Mario is just a sick character and has different tools that can be used in good ways as well. I don't think the gap between Mario and Doc is as big as people make it out to be.
Yeah. And but speaking from the characters like meta, I feel like nobody has picked up the Doc crown. It was left on the ground in NorCal. Yeah. And it's still there.
Very true. And I don't think the character is, unviable or anything. So hopefully we'll see some breakout Docs at some point.
Yeah, definitely. All it takes, for the people listening, if you play Doc, all it takes is you.
Yeah. Could be you. Are you a Dr. Mario player? It sounds like an infomercial now. Oh man, are you a Dr. Mario player who's been gifted by Fox?
Are you a box Dr. Mario player?
Oh my goodness. That is a nice looking box though. I like that color scheme.
I'm not ready for the everybody just, you think like people that play box are like these crazy spacies, but like it's designed to be a controller that you can play anybody with.
Right. It kind of makes sense because the benefit theoretically of the box is giving you like the tech skill that you couldn't quite pull off on the GameCube controller, right? So it makes sense that most of them are spacies because they are the most technical characters in the game. But it is very possible to play any character at a high level.
It looks like my guy, he switched to the box out of necessity.
Yeah,
it looks like
wrist braces there.
Uh-huh.
Yep. That's definitely a thing that has happened to a lot of people. It's unfortunate to see, but that's what happens when you grind a game that was not meant to be played 10 hours a day.
Yeah. How have your hands held up, chillin'?
So for a while it was kind of bad a few years ago, but I started stretching literally anytime I play, even if I'm playing like Pokemon, you know what I mean? I still stretch my hands beforehand just in case. So anytime I do anything with my hands or wrists, I stretch them, and then I take breaks very frequently. Like, I try to do minimum 5 minutes per hour that I'm playing Melee. And those two things have made a world of difference. And I preach this a lot. I definitely feel like you guys should do that. Okay. So we're actually getting a different matchup. Okay.
Okay. All right. So a little bit of a
JMT.
Yeah, a little bit of a mix-up. Bracket was reported wrong.
Okay. So
we do not
get
the
Dr. Mario, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
But now we were talking about how it would kind of not be weird, but like a Doc on a box, Peach on a box. Peach is a fast technical character. You can hear, what I'm talking about here. Yeah. Very interested to see.
Oh, some moonwalks
the multi-moonwalks. Yeah, absolutely. My controller, it sings out in pain watching it. But Hype, he's a player from Athens, Ohio University. So home state here.
Nice.
Don't know where our friend JMT is from, but he didn't come here to mess around. He's got the braces, the boxes, Peach.
Obviously prepared for this situation. And the Alliance shirt. Oh, I just noticed that. Armada Jr.?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Man, someone we miss more than most. Somebody who was really that good to just hang it up, so suddenly.
Yeah, definitely a shame, but I mean, I definitely respect his reasoning and everything, and all we can do is hope that maybe one day the return happens. It seems kind of doubtful. I feel like he's like very like at peace with his Melee career,
I mean, I didn't ever think like back then that we would ever see someone like Ken again.
Right, that's true.
I thought that guy was done in the wind, and then who knows what it takes to scratch that itch, but.
I mean, more money might help. if we get $1 million tourney, Armada might suddenly come out the woodwork. So if you're a millionaire and you want to if you want to see Armada back, you know what to do.
To get Armada back.
Already seeing the textile.
I can already tell this Peach is super crazy fast.
Yep. Literally in the first 3 seconds of the match. Oh my goodness.
Crazy fast technical Peach is such a sight.
Yeah, it's a beauty to watch because you just don't really. Most people don't consider Peach a fast technical character.
Yeah,
but she really can be.
You definitely. I mean, you know more than most. Remember when Peach was lame?
Yeah.
And easy, and a character that like you picked up if you were just starting.
Right.
But this character is fast, and we are seeing it on full display.
Yeah, JMT
now,
looking
what
good.
do you do as a Marth if you're playing a Spacey in a dress?
Yeah, that's...
You really got to work on...
and that doesn't help the situation. JMT even throwing that death turnip away after getting it.
Maybe it's cursed. Maybe it's like, I shouldn't...
Only one.
Yeah. But you really, if you're a Marth here, you really got to be disciplined in your spacing, your dashing, and your follow-ups, and the ledge cancels. Yeah,
we saw that run off the platform turnip pull as well from JMT.
I love it.
Just knows his stuff with Peach, clearly.
All right, so yeah, these grabs, you need to like really make them count because, Oh, a little bit of moment. I don't think, no float.
Oh, okay.
Got hit by the drop. So, having an item in your hand and getting hit, there's always a percentage, a small percentage, based on the move that you get hit by. The stronger the move, the more percent the move does, the better chance that you're going to drop the laser.
Right.
So like a Falco laser hitting you as Peach with a turnip, probably not going to drop it, but you can. But if you get Falcon
really low
Need,
chance,
you're probably going to drop that thing.
Right.
So interesting little mechanic to keep in the back of your mind. Knowledge is power. Got to have it. And you got to have it when you're down 3 stocks to 1.
Right. This is looking tough for Hype, man. It's definitely scary to play such a aggressive, not only just tech skill heavy, but also very aggressive, very in-your-face type of Peach. Looks like he's not really giving Hype an opportunity to get anything going. Oh, but that helps a lot.
Man. Oh, he really went for it.
Yeah, and I feel like if he had delayed a down air there, it actually might have worked. But then it might have been dicey for his recovery at that point.
That was the first grab that actually did anything in this matchup.
Right.
And if you're a Marth here, I mean, he's gotten a lot of grabs, just nothing really off of it.
Right.
And the problem is, I feel like he's going to start thinking like, all right, I got to switch it up. This isn't working.
Right.
You know, obviously grab's really strong for you.
Yeah.
Got to take, you know, that was a gimme right there.
Yeah, yeah. No, there's been a ton of opportunities we've already seen here from Hype that just could have led to a kill or at least a ton more damage than he ended up getting. And I mean, in a matchup like this, when you're getting overwhelmed by this type of technical player, you really need to make the most of those opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, this Peach is crazy, doing cool things. Oof. But if she slips up, you got to take it.
Right.
There's no pride here.
Right,
this is round 1 pools.
Okay.
There's no pride.
Oh, okay. I like the idea. Not quite getting that down air though, and in a bad spot. Oh, that would have been crazy.
She was gonna refresh her float and float again.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that was nuts. Oh,
no jump.
So as good as JMT is, he's consistently been losing his jump to these throw combos that Hype's doing, and if Hype can capitalize on that, then that's a big deal. That could easily swing the tides in his favor.
That's interesting. I mean, I understand why Peach could be losing it, but like a box, you start to think maybe Peach doesn't have to jump out the way. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I mean, because JMT is clearly a solid player. I'm not sure why JMT keeps jumping out.
I'm just thinking of it because, like, I know you can jump out and like air dodge.
Oh, maybe that's what he's going for.
But like, you could also wiggle out, and I don't know what's easier on a box. So that's an interesting thing. And we talked about it before. Peach's sounds.
Right.
When she double jumps, it's really easy to know if she has one or not. That was a really good string. And also, her float has a, what's it called? Like a twinkle animation.
Yeah.
So there's a couple little things if you want to learn more about the matchup that you're playing.
Right. Yeah. Some important indicators of what Peach is doing. Oh, man. Again. And Hype down 4 stocks to 1.
Might be the first 4 stock of the day.
Could be.
Right there.
Oh.
Oh!
Wow. Oh, there it is.
That's a fitting way to end. All right, get that pole out of here.
Yeah.
At least you got that. Hype, definitely.
Oh! Sometimes
wow.
Just the RNG just seems to be insult to injury, man.
Uh-huh. And didn't really care to even keep the stitch.
Yeah, again, just one and done.
And probably threw it away because there's more cool stuff to be had.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not done. I was expecting to play a little longer. Sorry.
The toad of all things.
I'm gonna milk it.
Oh man, beautifully done from JMT.
Wow, I'm a fan.
Same here. I honestly want to see more JMT matches at this point. That was a treat to watch. Very, very technical Peach.
It really was.
And Hype, rough match there, but Hype still alive in losers. I believe that was a winners match, so Hype got a chance to make some amends in losers bracket. But yeah, that was just one of the sickest Peaches I've seen, honestly.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I feel confident in my Peach knowledge and ability to say that that was a treat to watch.
For sure. Great stuff.
That was
losers semis. Okay, so yeah, Hype unfortunately out of the event, but JMT will be moving on.
Made a little bit of a so he, from what I could see, made a little bit of a losers run.
Yeah, Hype was actually in losers round 1. It looks like of round 1 pools.
One-off is a so.
No, that's super respectable. I mean, if you're losing in the very, very first round, to make it almost out of pools at that point is super tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
So nice run from Hype.
So who sent? Amita sent our Peach phenom to losers. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Very hard matchup.
For sure.
No amount of tricks and fast floats are gonna matter when you're playing a Jigglypuff that controls like an entire part of the screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one for even the most technical of Peach players. But yeah, I believe that might be doing it for our block here.
Okay.
So it was a pleasure, Carol. First
Absolutely.
time we commentated. Good
Elbows,
stuff,
baby. Yeah. But before we go to this tournament. I mean, if you like what you saw, and like I said before, this weekend's gonna put on a show. And if we're just going to do it again.
Yeah.
We're just going to pick up this tournament and
move
put it in
to
Texas.
Yeah, 100%. And that's in just a few weeks. So as Carol was saying, hey, man, time's running out.
Yeah.
It might cap soon. Smash.gg/LowTideCity for that. And then main stage coming up a month later.
You're seeing this now just right now. If you even are like, maybe, I mean, I could go. Just do it now.
Just
save yourself the favor because, listen, you're talking to two people that would have entered singles today, but we couldn't.
Yep.
Because we were,
Because we slacked.
We slacked. Don't be a slacker.
You do not want to be us right
now. And, I mean, tournaments are back, and they're such a, I mean, especially if you're like a new age, like you grew up on the Slippy era, you know what I mean? There really isn't, I can tell you how good a major is, but you're not gonna know until you get
you got to experience it. If you, definitely for the newer players out there, if you have not yet been to a major, it is an incredible experience, one that every Smasher needs to have at some point in their lives. And main stage, another opportunity to do so. That is November 12th to 14th in SoCal.
Huge implications.
Yeah. 6 qualifiers each for Melee and Ultimate. Kind of insane. And that's just unheard of.
Yeah.
So.
We talked about how grueling that vote-in process is. Just
you do not want any part of the vote-in process. I'll tell you that right now. So bts.gg/mainstage. Give yourself a chance to end up at Summit. There's 6 spots each game. That's crazy, unprecedented. So
yeah, no, that's definitely gonna be, man, the hype that's gonna be for like that 5th place match, to make it.
Right.
That's gonna be crazy to watch. Look forward to seeing it.
For sure.
But yeah, no, that's been it for me and the artist formerly known as Chillin' Dude 829. We hope you like what you saw. Stick with us. We're gonna be back here with a couple different voices, couple different players. The cheats.
The cheat and Wisely. Okay. Nice little combo coming up. So stay tuned for that. And I believe we're getting into round 2 pools at that point as well. So stay tuned. The matches are only getting more hype.
Absolutely.
We'll be back soon.